friends, welcome to Creating with Jovi and to 100 Days of Pockets. In collaboration with Cindy A. Lewis, I have created this half circle pocket. I've used a book page to create the pocket and the tag, and then I used some scraps left over from yesterday's pocket, this bright pink paper and then also this green paper. So I think that's a lot of fun. Please check out my description box if you would like to download the instructions of how to make all of these pockets. There's a link to Cindy's Ko-Fi shop and you can download it from there. Today you'll want some cardstock or patterned paper. You're going to want a circle punch, or you can even use something like this and simply trace around it and then cut it out. Or if you have these in the size that you want, you could use any sort of template, or you could have use your Cricut if you have one of those. You're definitely going to want some glue, scissors, ink, embellishments, etc. We need to cut out a circle, and I think just for fun I might cut out 2 circles just to see if I can experiment with them a little bit. I'm gonna try to get this one. Oh yeah, this paper is not hold on a second. If you have thin paper, you can take and put a more firm paper under it, and that should help you be able to get through. There we go. Okay. All right, and I would like to get another circle out of, oh geez, I could do the scene from this part too. All right, my friends, I have got some circles cut, and now we're going to cut them in half. I think I'd like to use both of them on the page. We'll see if we can make it happen or not. Well, let's experiment. And then I suppose I could easily cut her in half. That shouldn't, it's not going to be perfectly in half, and I think that's okay. We're just going to play with it. See what we can do. All right, my friends, I'm going to use this ledger paper as my backing paper. What we're supposed to do is cut our circles and then cut our circles in half and then use the half as a pocket. Now, I would say it would be most common to like glue it here and then use this part as the pocket, and absolutely. And I probably will do this as sort of a catch, and I'll explain what I mean by that in just a second. So if I have this and I put this here and I put a tag underneath there, this can work as a tab to keep the tag steady. All right, my friends, let's see what we can do here. Let's go ahead and glue our tab down. And let's go ahead and glue in one of our pockets. I guess I could do either side. I could do this one, or I could do this one. I like the one with the kid and the fabric. I think that's super cute. Get that glued down. Do you remember our pocket from yesterday and we used this really bright pink paper? I am going to go ahead, and I've got this scrap and I don't like to waste my scraps, so I plan to make this into a tag. Okay, my friends? Now this has some straight lines on it, so I don't really need to use my paper cutter as long as I can keep my hand steady. And look at us using some scraps. Yay for us. Okay, now I am going to, let me cut this into the tag shape that I need. Gonna get as close to this edge here as I possibly can. There we go. I'm gonna use tape. This is super thin, and since I have to glue the whole thing down, unlike yesterday when I only just had to do the top, but I'm gonna use tape on this. All right, I got the tape on the back there, and now I am going to adhere this. And now I'm going to go ahead and adhere this image. I just think it's cute, and it'll mirror that, which I think is adorable. Or hold on a second, maybe I do this one. Maybe I put this one on here, and then it'll slide into this pocket like that. Yeah, and what I should have done is put this here and then this in there, but I didn't, and that's okay. We are embracing it. And I actually could turn this tag also into a pocket tag, but I'm not going to. All right, my friends, here we have our half circle pocket with a half circle tag. So I'm going to pop this tag right in this cute little pocket. And there it is, my friends. Great way to use a book page as well. Please be sure to check out Cindy's channel today. Thanks for watching. See you soon.